Hundreds rallied together in Largo today to stop the proposed data center project at the Landover Mall site.
That's right. CTV's Aniya Faulcon shares the negative and positive impacts the new site could have on the county.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. These data centers have got to go. Hey,
People gathered in Largo today to make their voices heard. The protesters had one goal: to stop the largest data center in Prince George's County from being built at the old Landover Mall site. There were over 15,000 people who signed a petition to stop it. An organizer for today's rally says the data center would have a major negative impact on the community.
A lot of pollution, noise pollution, light pollution, water pollution. The data center is planned to be using, I think, 820 megawatts of energy, which is enough to power more than all the households in Prince George's County combined.
And a councilwoman and rally attendees came out today to also share how data centers will affect utility bills.
Adding something like this here, Congress just said today that AI data centers are going to increase electricity bills by 25%. Now, I don't know about you. I ain't paying that.
Like, it's hard enough to live out here. Like, it's hard enough to get a job that'll pay you enough just to live in an apartment somewhere. So to have billionaires, again, sacrificing everybody else's well-being is terrible.
Although valid concerns were being made, some protesters were misinformed, thinking there was a vote for the Landover Mall data center taking place today. In fact, it was just a data center task force meeting to assess the pros and cons of data centers in the area and offer recommendations to the county government.
This committee does not have any authority over approving or rejecting, but this is solely a policy recommending task force.
One of the people at the table during the task force meeting had a different stance on data centers.
If they're going to be built, we want them to be built union so that they're quality jobs with benefits. And there are a lot of maintenance jobs that go along. Once a data center is built, people think it's just this big empty shell, but it actually produces a lot of high quality electrician jobs, and a union electrician makes in the six figures these days.
Benefits that protesters say isn't worth it.
What kind of human beings would lure us into medical issues like COPD, too many cancers to even list, asthma, bronchitis, and other respiratory illnesses with the promise of jobs and tax revenue?
Protesters say the placement of the data centers are a huge concern for them, and they hope today's rally is heard by the ones who can make a change.
Look at where they've placed the data centers. They're not in the wealthier areas. They're not right next to million-dollar homes, you know? So we don't want this in our community. We don't want this to be there. And I hope that the people who are in charge will see what we have to say.
No data center for PG County.
In Largo, I'm Aniya Faulcon, CTV News.
No data center for...
And thanks, Aniya, for that story. And the data center at the old Landover Mall site was approved by the Parks and Planning last year and is in the permitting process.